Hey guys, Mike Morales here at Fin Factory Kayak and Tackle. Hey, today I want to talk about the 2022 Hobie Outback. And guys, I can tell you that versus 2021 and 2020 and 2019, I can tell you there isn't a whole lot that changed. In fact, there's really nothing that changed at all. But I will say, I am going to talk about some of the cool features that are part of this boat and what makes this boat so great. And this has been identified as one of the best fishing kayaks or best kayaks on the market. So guys, obviously we all know about the Hobie Mirage Drive. The Outback does come with the turbo fins and kickups, a really, really good solid drive. This has been a workhorse, and ever since the inclusion of the kickup style mast here, this has really saved a whole bunch as far as maintenance and replacement of masts. So I think this was probably one of Hobie's greatest advancements in the last couple of years. So the turbo fins with kickup. And those of you who are kind of not aware of how these operate, guys, it's basically you sit in the cockpit, you're going to adjust the seat to where the pedals to where it feels right for you from a leg distance standpoint, and you're ready to go. Okay, and it's just a push of a button on the Arc Drive itself. Forward and reverse is just as simple. You got your forward, you'll pull the tab directly towards the seat, and that's for reverse. You do have to make sure that your pedals are close to zero, meaning that they're directly across to allow turn on those fins. Everybody asks, what's this little bungee for, guys? And this is what that bungee's for. It's just so these little guys here don't rub and shake your leg as you're pedaling. So that's that. Storage, pretty cut and dry, guys. You've got the big horizontal hatch bin bucket in here. You've got your mesh pocket there, little bottle opener. Really dry raised center compartment here, and you've got your foot pads, so when you want to stand up and really test the stability of this vessel, they're there for you. Mesh pockets on the side, H-rail, dual H-rail, both in a nylon form and also aluminum along the track here. You've got Boga grip holders, you've got tethers to attach onto your leashes. You've also have built-in electronics ports to make sure that you're dry. You don't have to cut into the boat. It's already done for you guys. So really cool from that standpoint. Moving up to the front of the boat, we do have this extra large hatch that's up here. It does not come with the hatch liner, but there is one available for it, guys. And ever since the initial release of the Hobie Outback in 2019, there was a couple of YouTubers that kind of exploited the leaky hatch on the front end in 5-foot seas in the Gulf, which I think any boat would leak. But Hobie went ahead and reacted to that and added this seal that goes around the actual cover here. And they also put, which is the first I've ever seen, they put goop in a lot of these key points here to minimize any leakage to the front hatch. So they go above and beyond, guys, to make sure that you're safe when you're out there on the water, okay? Obviously, Hobie's staying true to form. You've got your sail port here for your 6-foot sail that is available, or also your bimini as well, okay? Everything, guys, is run unhinged. So you've got your rudder clam cleat here, which basically withdraws your rudder. And then to release the rudder, pull it out of your clam cleat and that guy will drop. So what you also have here, guys, on this side of the actual boat is the transducer Guardian release. So now, guys, with the enhancements of technology and people wanting to get side imaging on their kayak, you also have the ability to protect that or drop that transducer below the hull of the deck with the Guardian transducer plate. So that's that. Very comfortable seat, guys. Fully adjustable. Your backrest will adjust. That's about as far as it will lean back. I don't know why you'd want to lean any further up. You get back into position where you want to be, pull the strap, and that guy locks in position. You also have a BOA lumbar tensioner here, which will make this backrest really nice and stiff. You also have multiple height adjustments on this boat. So if you lean forward, you've got your kickstand in the back. This will allow you to drop the back. You've got your gray tab in the front. This will allow you to drop the front and get down to sea level on this boat. Me personally, I like this guy ridden in the high position. But to each their own. This does add a little less stability, but it's still a very stable platform, okay? You've got dual steering, which is another huge benefit. A lot of people don't really understand, some folks that are new to the kayak fishing world, really when you're out on the water, you'll know why dual steering is pretty important. The ability to steer from either side, whether your left or your right hand, is critical, especially when fighting a very sizable quality fish. Very good for tournament fishing style. So steering is pretty simple, guys. As you look down here, you've got left is left, right is right, and you can operate it from either end. So also, guys, as far as the seat is concerned, when you come up to the seat itself, you know, this guy basically rolls right off of that. You've got your hinge right here where you'll basically place the seat in position, roll it forward, and voila, you're done there. This also has a safety catch at the back to make sure that you don't lose your seat, you know, if you happen to turtle the boat. Another cool thing about this seat, guys, is that it's universal to where if you wanted to camp out or something, or you're on the shore side and, you know, you want to sit there and kind of watch a sunset or a sunrise, guys, you could put the feet in position and use this as a seat anywhere you see fit. So the CTW seat is a super cool seat that's very, very comfortable. Guys, moving on to the rear of the boat, you got a huge cockpit back here, which allows you to put H crates, live wells. You also have the ability to put in a secondary hatch back here so that you could get access to your rear cargo if you wanted to do that. You also have some nice holders for, you know, whether it be tackle boxes, those kinds of things. You know, you got bungee here to secure it. Plus these guys will hold over anything in the area so that you can, like I said, put those things underneath here, any tackle trays, so that they stay put in the boat. You also have 4 built-in rod holders. They're actually in the mold. So as you guys can see here, those are really dry, nothing entrance, and you got another additional two in the front. Okay. You also have paddle holders on either side, which is kind of cool. A lot of kayak manufacturers only put paddle holders on one side. This boat has it on both, so you can have, you know, either side that you prefer. But this boat, at 12'9", 88 pounds, guys, is an extremely smooth ride. They did a lot to minimize hull slap while on the water. If you're, you know, encountering a lot of, you know, chop or what have you, this is a really quiet vessel, guys. And, you know, I applaud them for doing that, because the previous model, although it was a tank, the previous Outback was fantastic. It did have a lot of slap on the front end of that boat, so they did a lot to try to address that. All right, guys, so this is the bottom of the hull of the Hobie Outback, for those of you who have never seen one. Basically, guys, really, really sleek design. You've got your chines here at 11 inches on center. You obviously see your little recess here for your Mirage drive, so that when you are in the full stroke position, that carriage will kind of sit flush with the hull. So this actually adds to getting a little bit skinnier when you're pedaling, guys. So this is that. What are these two for? Guys, just keep in mind, these are for part of the mold process, okay? So don't freak out if a little cap falls out. If you do have one, it doesn't hurt anything, guys. These are just part of the mold. Moving to the back, you guys can see here that the scuppers on this guy are all reinforced with PVC fittings. They actually took it a step further with additional reinforcement and actually increasing the thickness of plastic around these molds, but there was some opportunity with a couple of boats. Moving to the back, guys, you guys can see this is part of the shipping. I'll take this off. You have a small little drag pad here, so if you do have to drag it across some stuff, you have this to protect the bottom of the hull. Nice rudder that's spring loaded, so that if you do beach the item or the boat, this does, you know, hinge on its own, so it's no issues there. And you got a really nice H-bar handle here to allow picking up, and this was a huge improvement to the Outback, is the H-bar handle in the back, similar to the Pro Angler for loading, okay? So guys, that is the Hobie Outback, man. This is obviously one of my favorite boats. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see me on an Outback when I'm out on the water. Guide trips, we use Outbacks, compasses, but this happens to be the boat of choice just because of the overall stability, comfort, ease of use, and weight, okay? So guys, we have some in stock, finally. Since 2019, we're finally available to maintain some stock, guys. We have these boats in Dune, Seagrass, and Papaya in the 2022 model. So guys, if you're interested in getting an Outback, come down here and see us, give us a call. We'll make sure we have one reserved for you guys. So other than that, guys, we hope to see everybody at our Christmas customer appreciation that we have every year. We'll have drinks, we'll have food, we'll have free giveaways, we'll have discounts, and we look forward to seeing everybody come out for that, guys. So other than that, if we don't talk to you from now until Christmas, Merry Christmas and tight lines.